I think it's fair to say nobody really gives a crap about this like old school traditional hip hop media, these Ebros, these freaking the Charlemagnes. No one cares about these guys anymore. And that's what I'm going to talk about in today's video. Ebro recently said that he's having a hard time looking for guests for his show because he's not part of Hot 97, which also fell off, by the way. We'll get to them. While Rosenberg has to navigate bad internet. So when, we don't have to watch the clip, but like if you see the clip, like Peter Rosenberg has like the worst internet connection you've ever seen. So it's like their show is literally just them three on a Zoom call, and then you got Ebro complaining that nobody wants to get on my show anymore because I'm not on Hot 97. Yeah, maybe because you were in a studio, which towards the dying days of Hot 97, you guys weren't even in a studio. That's the thing, And it's like, now you have this new show. There's a fucking hair on my mic. Now you have this new show with Peter Rosenberg, Rosendweeb, as Ack would say. And you guys aren't even putting in the effort. You got Rosenberg, who's got his shitty Wi-Fi, with his 180p camera quality. Then you got the other chick. I don't know her name. No disrespect to her, but I don't know what she's got going on. And then you got freaking Ebro, who's just like in his room, and like it looks like he's in a hotel or something. This is what I don't understand. No crap, no one wants to come on your show. They don't want to go on a Zoom call. Like, what the And obviously, Ebro has burnt a lot of connections, right? I just saw this quote recently. Ebro says Kendrick was the only one to support him during the Drake, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you complain that you can't get guests on your crappy show. You complain that you got axed, by the way. Or not axed, like with a weapon. Like, you complain that you got sliced by Hot 97. They fucking threw you out the door. You guys are complaining. And then it's like, in the dying days of your Hot 97 show, you were on Zoom, and you're openly biased. You openly crapped on Lil Uzi Vert. You openly crap on J. Cole. You openly crap on Drake. Which is fine. You can have your opinions, but don't complain when you can't get interviews on your show. Don't complain when your YouTube videos do fucking 500 views. I'm not one to talk about views, but neither should they be. They've been around for fucking decades. I've been around for, at the time of this recording, a week. So it's like, this is what I'm talking about. At this point, I have a better chance of getting a Drake interview than these guys. It's crazy. I forgot to mention him as well. It just came to my head. Elliot Wilson's another one. Elliot Wilson and DJ Dicksuck, DJ Head, just lost their stupid show. Another one, another show that got fucking cut. And it's like, then they'll complain, oh, hip-hop is dead. Oh, this. Oh, nobody fucks with us. Why do you think? You guys suck. Why do you think J. Cole's going on a media tour? J. Cole did an interview with Lost in Vegas. Love their channel, no disrespect, but they don't do interviews. They'll tell you themselves. They've never done an interview, I believe. They don't. They do reactions. They're a reaction channel. And J. Cole went on their platform before considering going on Ebro's platform, before considering going on Elliot Wilson's platform, before going on Charlemagne's platform. Do you understand the point? And now Hot 97 replaced Ebro with this guy Mero, who his biggest moments so far with being in Hot 97 is calling out DJ Academics. And it's like, other than that, if you look at the views, if you understand what I'm trying to say, it's just like this traditional old head hip hop media is dead. It's done. It's over. Nobody gives a fuck about these guys no more because they've spent years being bitter, being salty, being weird to rappers. You're not bigger than the rapper, bro. Yes, these guys have power, but it's like, for some reason, I always think back to the Ebro moment with Lil Uzi Vert. Who is Ebro to act like that towards Lil Uzi Vert? Who are you to act like that, bro? You're just a guy with a fucking microphone. I know he's on your show. I get that. But at the end of the day, our shows, I say our, because my channel, my MMA channel, their channels, their radio shows are built around talking about these rappers. You're not bigger than the rapper. You're not. You're not bigger than the people you discuss. That's why you're discussing them and not the other way around. No disrespect, but it's true. So when you got guys like Ebro who try to make it seem like he's bigger than Drake, he's bigger than Lil Uzi, bigger than J. Cole, and he disrespects these guys constantly, then he'll complain, I can't get guests on my show. You don't think there's people that fuck with Drake that see what you say? You don't think there's rappers like Young Thug that fuck with Drake heavily and see that you shit on the guy and call him a cancer to hip hop? You think Young Thug is going to want to go on your show, or 21 Savage? These guys don't fuck with you. They've got friends too. They've got friends that you've shitted on, bro. What do you think? Like, come on, bro. You think there's guys that are cool at Lil Uzi Vert that are going to want to go on your show and get interviewed by you and get asked dumb questions by you? No. And then you got Mero, who's shitting on academics, saying, oh, you want it to be like us on the radio. No one cares about radio no more, bro. It's dying. No one cares. Radio is not king anymore. You know, social media, TikTok, YouTube, whether you like it or not, is king, not radio. You know? And that's a whole separate thing about how Billboard treats radio and stuff. And even Billboard are putting less fucking, I guess spotlight would be the word, not the word spotlight, but less emphasis on radio. They're putting more emphasis on actual streams now. Maybe it's because of inflation, you could say whatever, but radio is dying. There's a reason Charlemagne is going to Netflix or went to Netflix. Mero replaced Ebro, and then Mero's going to get replaced by some schmuck too. He's probably going to get replaced by like Skip Bayless or some shit, the way this shit is going. Nobody cares, bro, about this traditional hip-hop media shit. I mean, look at the Breakfast Club. They just did a post about, UMG and Drake and Not Like Us and stuff. If this was posted, let's say, 2 years ago, it would probably have about 3,000 views. It's got 181. Nobody cares anymore. And the comments are flaming them, obviously. That's not really the point, but it's like you guys act like the TDE case doesn't exist. And you know what? Actually, it does fit into the narrative here at the end. These hip-hop media guys, they willingly ignore when their favorite rappers get into some kind of controversy. I mean, goodness sakes, bro. Jay-Z was named in the allegedly Epstein files, and I didn't see a peep from these guys. And if they did speak about it, it was, but it's just a call. It was just a phone call. What? Jay? That's Jay. Oh, wait, he was with Weinstein? Oh, but that's Jay. Wait, he was best friends with Diddy? Oh, but that's Jay. Oh, wait, but he was... Oh, but that's Jay-Z. You get the point. But when it comes to J. Cole, they're quick to be like, J. Cole, man, fuck this guy. Oh, TDE named in a lawsuit for sexual assault, allegedly. Everything I say is alleged, by the way, in this video. TDE named in a sexual assault case, allegedly. Oh, we can't speak on that. We can't post. God forbid we post about that. And then people will say, but it has nothing to do with Kendrick. Bro, they'll post if Lil Uzi Vert stubbed his toe. Like, yeah, it does have to do with Kendrick. It was his former label. If OVO was named in a sexual assault case, or if Dreamville was named in a sexual assault case, or if they wouldn't. I was going to say if Rock Nation or Rockefeller. If Rock Nation was named it, but they wouldn't for that one. But if you get the point. If these other artist-owned labels were involved in these similar cases, they would be quick to do videos and podcasts and shows, and they would be talking about it and theorizing about it. Oh, but TD in a sexual assault case? Who cares? Why? Who gives a fuck? Oh, Jay-Z allegedly in the Epstein files? Who cares? We don't care about that. They are biased. And I didn't mention Joe Budden because I do consider him more new media rather than this old school, old head type of media. Even though he's an old head, he did kind of build his own new school type of media with the Patreon and the blah, blah, blah. But if you want to include him, he does fit a little bit because he's the same one where it's like, I just saw a clip where he was like, oh, J. Cole is fake. Yeah, I think J. Cole is fake for the blah, blah, blah. And he's acting performative. It's like, why don't you talk about the fact that, you want to talk about performative and fake? Why don't you talk about the fact that allegedly Jay-Z's going on a massive media tour, a massive interview, music tour. He's doing interviews. He's going to drop an album, most likely, let's be honest. He's changing his name to Jay-Z with a Y and 2 dots and shit. And why don't you talk about the fact that he's clearly doing all that to distract from other things that have come up about his name? That's performative. That's real performative. Not, J. Cole drove a Honda Civic or whatever the fuck. Who cares? You know what's performative? What Jay-Z's doing right now. That's performative. With this fucking like nipple beanie and stuff, getting interviewed by transgenders on shitty. That's performative. Oh right, but Drake, but Iceman and the leak of the J. Cole and the. Oh, but TDE sexual assault case. Oh, we can't speak on that. We can't. We just can't. No reason, but we just can't. Oh, Rock Nation allegedly. We can't. We just can't. These guys are openly biased, and it's what's killed them. That's the moral of the video and the story. Being openly biased has killed hip hop media. It has killed them. It has murdered them. They are dead now, thanks to their own biasness. If they weren't biased, they wouldn't be dead. You know? That's their own fault. If they try to stay, I'm not saying you can't have your opinions, but it's so clear when they're just hating. It is very clear when they're just hating, when they're just being, like they like to use the word, when they're just being performative, performatively angry, performatively mad at certain things. Drake's alleged fake abs, or J. Cole driving a Honda, whatever the fuck car it was, or these other, or Kanye's tweets, or Kanye wearing a red hat, got more conversation from these fucking people than Jay-Z being friends with Diddy allegedly, or Jay-Z being named in the Epstein files allegedly, or Pusha T being named in the Epstein files allegedly, or the TD sexual assault case. Do you understand the problem here? Then these will be the same people. I can't get interviews. And Ebro, I can't get interview. Oh, why nobody wants to come on my show? You guys are fake. Nobody fucks. If you go to Ebro's account on Twitter, he gets 5 likes a tweet. No one cares about these guys unless they're dissing big artists or dissing academics or other big media pages. No one gives a fuck about these guys. They are dead. They're dying out. Thank God. That's the video. It's over. Traditional hip-hop media, these old head unk hip-hop, it's dead. You guys suck. You guys suck donkey dick. You guys are done. The game is gone for you guys. This is a new era. That's why I didn't fully include guys like Joe Budden and stuff, you know, because he does count as this new era, but you know what I mean? His show is, you know, but it's time for the guys like the academics, who he's been around for years, but I'm saying like academics, these guys, even guys like What's the Dirt, you know, NFR podcast, these guys are new media now. That's the media. No longer is it we're going to Hot 97 to listen to what Ebro's got to say. No longer. No one cares anymore. It's a that's the video. Like, comment, share, sub. Got a little bit heated there, but that's the video. I just think like this traditional hip hop media, they suck, and they cry all the time about, why does nobody like us? Why did we get cut from our show? Hot 97 did us wrong is what Ebro was saying. And, you know, oh, we're on Netflix, but we're not getting the views we want because no one cares about you guys. You understand? No one cares. Go back to dissing Drake and go back to dissing J. Cole and Kanye. That's the only time you guys get engagement. But even now in 2026, it's not getting the traction it once did. You know, it's just not. So that's the video. Like, comment, share, sub. Become a member down below. Wait, there's no membership yet at the time of this recording. Oh, I'm used to it's like muscle memory. Anyways, love you boys, see you boys. Let me know your thoughts. Do you guys care about this? If not, tell me to go fuck myself or don't. Peace.